Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Prowler only. Last time we took on Silverwind Nargacuga G5 and this time we'll be taking on Dreadking Rathalos G5. This one's generally considered to be one of the hardest ones. Like I said with Bolt Reaver before, I think Bolt Reaver EX was the harder of the two if you compared it to G5, but this one here I think generally people consider to be the hardest. I have not done it yet on this save specifically. I did it on my personal save and I want to say it took a little over 30 minutes maybe, but other than that it really wasn't too difficult. Once you know their patterns and stuff like that, they're not, terribly hard. The worst part is of course whenever they're there together, but they're actually pretty generous compared to other monsters that are in the arena together. Either way, we'll go ahead and take the quest. I do have earplugs equipped instead of critical up small and non-stick fur, as non-stick fur really does not have much use in this fight. So we'll go ahead and head out. Another thing is that we have our dragon weapon equipped. Bolt Reaver does not take much dragon damage, but he's just very squishy in general. So I think it's better to just have the damage for Dreadking. Though if you do want to use an ice weapon instead and just try to get Bolt Reaver out of the way as quick as possible, then you can go ahead and do that. That way Dreadking's just kind of by himself. I need to remember I do have earplugs, so I don't have to dodge, especially whenever I'm using Mega Boomerang. But we've already fought Bolt Reaver. Very simple-ish monster. He's just very quick and fun. You know, he can do a lot of damage if he really wants to, but he's not like instant charge, young Garuga, or things like that. He's very fair. Just a little stinger on our cats there. And pretty much since we're on Ingle Isle, we can't lay traps or anything like that. You can't go back to your bed either because, there's no bed on Ingle Isle. So you're pretty much just stuck here with the monster. And Ingle Isle is, again, I've said this before, especially when we fought the first cross deviants. It's just that general end game place. It feels desolate just because, it's hot. If you're playing as a hunter, you need cool drinks. So you'll have to constantly be applying those or else you'll be taking damage. And you're going to fight a lot of monsters here, and it does just get old after a time because it is just red. It's a very red map, and it just does start to feel samey after a while. Thankfully, it hasn't felt that way yet, but we haven't really started fighting the X deviants either. Does a little tackle there after his black hole. We'll just keep going for the wings. I have just woken up, so hopefully I'll have a little more energy, though I'm going to be maybe a little groggy here, so we'll see. Goes up into the air. He's just shooting a lightning bolt there, so we'll go ahead and just toss a quick boomerang out. Dodge to the left. It did not hit, unfortunately, but that's fine. He didn't hit us either. Couple of boomerangs on that wing there. He actually taunted. It did bait me out though for an attack, unfortunately. Go ahead and apply big boomerangs here, see what he's doing next. Okay, he's just supercharging now. He's doing his sword. Go ahead and go for the swing. Just throw a quick one out. Won't even charge it because I don't think it would have hit if I had charged it. Does the tail stinger there on the ground. That's fine with us. Couple of boomerangs on the wing there. We'll go for the tail as well. Just kind of throwing boomerangs in his general direction at this point. Did the little triple lightning bolt thing, but we're fine. Just a beam saber. Go ahead and sheath and run close to him. It's very, again, important to realize when you want to sheath and not just try to make the monster come to you. Some monsters are more prone of backing away, like Silverwind last time, and some monsters are more prone coming closer to you, so you want to just stay where you're at and not try to chase, or else you'll just waste a lot of time. Actually dodged the beam sword by just using our adept roll there, which is very nice. Here comes another one. Now we do have Go Fight Win, but we don't really have enough gauge to take advantage of it, so we're not going to worry about that. That was a little scary. There's a bit of a delay before the attack actually activated, so it actually made me afraid to actually be hit by that. Thankfully, we don't have to worry too much. Again, Bolt Reaver is just very squishy, so you have a very nice pick of hit zones, no matter what side of the body you're on. This is a beam sword again. Again, it has decent tracking, but it won't always just catch you immediately. You can kind of run in one direction for a little bit before it actually hits you. A couple of boomerangs there. Just doing the triple or double bolt, actually, not a triple bolt. Here comes the black hole. He's doing it into the sword, so we're fine with that. Here comes the slam. Remember, you'll dodge into the bolt or the beam sword if you can. If you just dodge the beam sword regularly without an adept dodge, then you're fine to just dodge the slam when it comes in, but immediately swap out of that beam sword dodge and then go into the regular slam dodge whenever he slams down. There's an aerial stinger. Just go for the face there. Again, I don't expect to deal too much damage to Bolt Reaver here other than just raw because he doesn't take very much dragon. I want to say his hit zones are like 5 per dragon. Of course, I did just fight him, so I should be remembering these hit zones, but I do not. All right, see what he's going to do. Okay, there's a right slam into probably a left one, so we'll just try to stay around him. circle around him and just make sure he's not, you know, getting us easily because we're standing still in one spot and not doing anything. That's generally a very easy thing to hit because they're very easy to hit when they're standing still. There's a left slam into a right slam. We'll just go ahead and dodge. Usually those wing slams will hit right below his face. So if you're right below his face, just go ahead and throw out a safety dodge. But you will get used to, you know, when you think you have to dodge and when you don't think you have to dodge. Because there's quite a bit of effects that Bolt Reaver has whenever he does attack. So that gives you a good idea of where the hitbox actually is. All right, here's the black hole. See what he's doing? He's just doing the slam tackle. So we're fine to do this. I'm going to go ahead and throw out that. Should taunt after. Yes, there we go. Very good. Maybe get a flinch. Actually, we get a knockdown. That's even better. We knock the charge out of his wing, so that means we'll get the knockdown. Actually, maybe go for the... Nope, never mind. I was going to say try to go for the tail, but it didn't really work out very well. Go ahead and hold this for a little bit so we can get maybe a clear shot on him. I'm going to try to angle it upwards there. Didn't really get some good hit zones on that. Maybe it'll come around. Yeah, I got the tail there. Was paying too much attention to the Mega Boomerang, though, and got hit by him. Dodge right here. Boomerang out. He's doing the sword, so we'll just dodge into it as it comes back down. And we did break a wing, so that's nice. He's doing the head swipes there, so we're fine to get behind him. There's another tail or charge break on his tail. Now he is only charged in his head. He's going to do his beam sword. I don't believe he can do the beam sword if his face is not charged, so that is a safe thing. But the closer he gets to death, the more often he's going to be charged, unless he is like exhausted or something like that. Okay, good. Beam sword, just dodge it. Again, as long as you have enough lateral momentum, you should be fine to just keep moving. Very good. Go ahead and... Oh, I was going to try to spin into his face. Oh, well, I waited too long to actually follow up. All right, double lightning bolt into just a single lightning bolt. I know I'm calling them both lightning bolts, but I mean, they kind of are. They're just different types of bolts, I guess. All right, there we go. Good. Dodge the beam sword. Go ahead and throw a boomerang into his face. Get ready to dodge. He's just... Okay, walk forward. Now, the tail is still a hitbox. It's not just the stinger whenever he does that attack. So if you are at the base of the tail, you'll still have to dodge it. But that, I think you expect that in general for Monster Hunter. If you fought Plesioth, then you know to be a little more careful about what actually hits you. All right, he's fully charged again. So we'll see what we can do here. Cat is due. We can go fight Wind. We'll go ahead and apply piercing boomerangs. That's going to be the smartest play long term. And then we'll go ahead and start throwing mega boomerangs out. All right. Here's a tackle. Very, 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 very telegraphed. So we're very easily able to dodge it. Right slam into the left one. Nope. Actually, just the beam sword. We're fine, though. Go ahead and do a spin into his face there. Break the charge in his face so he can't do his beam sword anymore. Unless he just charges it up to do it, and then, you know, we can't really control that. All right, he's doing the tail stinger. Again, has a very wide arc, so you're not just safe if you're standing off to the side a little bit on his right in general. I think if you're off to the left, you should be fine, but don't take my word for that. All right, get another knockdown, which is nice. I don't know if what we broke. We must have broke the other wing. I'm surprised the wing break actually knocks him over. Not really sure how that works unless we broke the charge again. I'm not paying attention really right now, unfortunately. All right, see what he does. Okay, he's just shooting forward some lightning bolts. Like the Rathian triple fireball. Very easy chance to get some damage off if you are off to the side. Looks like he's maybe going to beam sword. Nope, it's going to do the black hole. So we should be able to get a mega boomerang off here once he finishes the slam. All right, there we go. Remember, he'll always taunt after that. Get a free chunk of damage off. Probably should have went for the wings there instead of just the tail. We were at a weird spacing spot. It's just far enough where I wasn't sure it was going to clip the wings entirely, but it would have been smarter just to do that. Dodged a little too early there, but didn't really do too much damage. We have most of our buffs up, other than Palico Rally. All right, a couple of boomerangs here. Have the chance to use... Oh, yeah, that's even better. Go fight Wind. We'll go ahead and apply our big boomerangs. He's going to beam Saber down. Go ahead and go for the face here. Get a spin on it. All right, here comes the roar. Oh, God, I have earplugs. I forget about that. It's almost worthless to have earplugs if you keep trying to dodge all of them. Though we did miss the dodge there, I guess. All right, boomerang out. Get ready to dodge. It's just kind of the triple bolt. Here comes the slam. It's not actually far enough to reach us. That will reach us, though, so we'll have to dodge into it. And he is just kind of camping. I would be curious as to how that's not really dealing damage to him. And maybe it does. I don't think it does, though. He's not a lava monster, and I'm thinking about that way too much. And of course, the controller disconnects. This is very professional. I apologize. Okay, after that little hiccup, we're fine. Again, just pay... You see, I'm paying a little bit too much attention to small things here, and not actually the things we need to be paying attention to. We're solely from here on out focusing on what the monster's doing. Double head sweep. Boomerang out. Here comes the tail stinger. Couple of boomerangs. Get a nice knockdown. We'll go ahead, throw out a mega boomerang. We'll go try to clip the wings here, because I don't think we're going to reach the face. We probably could have. Dreadking has now spawned in, but we are pretty far away, which is nice. Also, Bolt Reaver is exhausted. We'll dodge that left wing slam. Couple of boomerangs out on the face. He should stand still now. Oh, yes, and our cat gives us go for that win. That's perfect. We need to get as much damage here. Remember, these monsters are at 30% health as soon as their friend spawns in, so try to do as much as you can. Unfortunately, did just get a little greedy there. I thought he would have stopped after that attack, but he did not. And now Dreadking has made his appearance. A couple of boomerangs here. Just go for the wings. Wings aren't great whenever he's exhausted because they're not squishy and charged up, but they're still okay. And we are still dealing a little bit of element. Really just trying to keep Rathalos in between us and Rathalos, because the fireballs will extinguish on Rathalos' body and deal a little damage to him. All right, a couple of boomerangs here. Just one, actually, because he is charging up. Okay, now this is where it really gets going, because you've got Rathalos in, and once he enrages, it'll get even worse. But for now, we've got an enraged Bolt Reaver. And, okay, well, I didn't expect that. All right, slow down. Again, we're going a little too quickly here. We're assuming things that really don't need to be assumed. Okay, we're good. Throw a boomerang out. He's actually focusing on our cat here. That's fine. All right, boomerang out once more. Go ahead and sheath. I think we'll want to just get closer. He's going to slam, maybe? No, he's going to actually black hole. This is the scariest part, since the black hole does hold you in place. But if you keep your distance from Rathalos and try to, again, leverage having Bolt Reaver in between you two, you should be fine. Yes, Dreadking can close distance pretty quickly, and we'll see that once we get to fighting him solo. But for now, we're just going to keep focusing Bolt Reaver. All right, boomerang out. He's not actually focusing on us. He's focusing on Binkai, so we're good. Oh, wait, this might actually work pretty well. They're both focused on our cat over there, so I should, in theory, be able to get this off. All right. Oh, he actually just ward there. He was going for what looked to be a black hole, but he actually just got knocked into his rage mode, so that's good. Move to the left. Here it comes again. I'm just going to Soothing Roll since it's free. Might as well, right? And try to gain some distance. That way I can do this, because he always taunts after that. Be able to clip probably into the face, into the wing. I'd rather do that. There's Rathalos just kind of kicking downwards. There's a left slam into probably a right one. Nope, a right sweep, actually. Is he going to continue? He will continue. Okay. Just keeping our distance, playing it safe. Get a little bit of extra damage on Rathalos there. Okay, black hole once more. A little scary here. All right, we're going to try to move as much as we can away from Rathalos into Rathalos. All right, try to get this off, please. Okay, we'll be hit by the flame bite, but that's fine. Actually get a tail cut. That's pretty cool. Not really worried about parts, though, so, you know, we're not going to carve that. But if you were wanting to carve, or if you're a multiplayer, that's a nice thing for your teammates to have. Be careful. Throw a boomerang out. Here comes the jab. We're fine. Really doesn't have a lot of reach on it when his head is not charged up, so that's good for us. He should be going down anytime soon now, because we actually got quite a few mega boomerangs off while he was, even while Rathalos was in here. Let me say that correctly. Boomerang out. Left slam. Okay, be careful. All right, Rathalos is just doing his kick, so we're good. Boomerang outwards. He's going to tackle. Okay, well, we dodged the wings and then went straight into the tail. Again, the tail is sometimes just a very large part of the hitbox. Even if you don't think it is, you know, it technically still is moving, so it can be. Reminds me of Brachydios when he throws a punch. His tail is still a hitbox, so you can dodge through the tail and still hit the, or dodge through the punch and still hit the tail as a hitbox. All right, boomerang out. Dodge left. Come on now. All right, we're good. Got some damage off with that boomerang. All right, back up. Boomerang out. He's actually beam sabering here. Okay, well that was a little scary. Should not have played that close to the ledge. I didn't realize it was out there though. Rathalos just did an air tackle. He is turning around quite a bit though, so we're gonna wait for him to do his kick. Get some little clipping damage there. That way we can capitalize on that. That's nice. Just go and pierce in between the two of them. All right, boomerang out once more. Here comes the beam. Ah, man, I thought I had enough time. Again, I'm just being greedy today. And if I had just done this out of doing, you know, Bolt Reaver, it would have been better, but I think we're just playing a little too loosely. We're not really respecting them as much as we should. Because, you know, I should have noticed the beam saber and just dodged, but instead I noticed it and just didn't. I thought, I can get enough damage out in between this. Again, once Dreadking is out, though, we should be fine to, you know, not die to him. But if we're playing like we are against Bolt Reaver, then probably not. All right, a little greedy here. We'll go ahead and apply this. All right, he's gonna hit swipe, get behind him, boomerang out. Good. Throw a couple of boomerangs at Ratha there. Since he is just the one next to us and Bolt Reaver is just trying to camp us with projectiles. All right, flame bots. And while you are fighting Dreadking with Bolt Reaver here, you do want to just stay away from Rathalos' mouth because his flame bites do have a very large hitbox. They get even worse in the EX version, but they're still fairly large here. Boomerang out. Okay, and there goes Bolt Reaver. That's pretty nice. Again, stay away from the face because it has a very large flame bite. If you have fought EX Bolt, or not Bolt Reaver, if you fought EX Dreadking, then you know to stay away from the mouth because it is ludicrously large whenever you do fight him in the EX variant. So that does give you some preparation for just fighting him regularly too. Now, I don't know exactly how the wing breaks work. I know that when you break the wing, he is now susceptible to flash bombs, and until then, he just kind of flinches in the air. I want to say elements are a thing too that don't take effect until you break a wing, but that might just be a playground type rumor. It's like, oh yeah, you don't deal element damage until you break the wing. I don't remember if that's actually true or if I just made that up in my head. But it's still good to just break the wing because you can get either air flinch or just a knockdown in general. And since you can just easily reach the wings anyways, and they're such a large hitbox, you're going to be breaking them naturally. He's being very agile right here though. So we'll go in under him there and just keep aiming for the wings here. See what he does next. He is enraged. All right, here comes the flame bite. Again, just dodge into it. It's such a large hitbox. You don't want to try to position out of the way of it. Did pull out a tail sweep there. Didn't expect that. We're fine though. All right, these are powder stones. Don't ask me how he makes those in his body. That really doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess technically Aragon has them in his body too, so it's some sort of natural thing, I guess. All right, here comes a fireball. And he does have fireballs similar to Silver Rathalos. I know we haven't fought Silver Rathalos yet, but they'll explode in quadrant sections. Think of Rathian's strong fireball, where she'll charge it up, except he can just pull it out instantly. Unlike Rathian, where she has to charge it up. Go ahead and apply big boomerangs there, and he can do it in the air too. So again, just try to keep your distance. And if you've done G1 through G4, you should be pretty accustomed to his moveset. And since you are a ranged weapon, you know, you'll have a much easier time than the melee weapons have. However, there are some like heroics greatsword runs where they head snipe the head because he does this very consistent animation when he tries to close the gap to you. That's easily head snipeable if you are used to it and good at the game. And that is a very easily punishable hitbox that he has. All right. Couple of head swipes there, firebots, flame swipes, however you want to call it. Keep going for this right wing, or his left, our right. Did a fireball into the air, move around, and yes, that entire area is where the hitbox will take effect whenever the powder stone does explode. Did a kick there. And he still has poison, of course, since he is a Rathalos. There's that exploding fireball. Again, it goes in 4 quadrants. So you don't want to dodge immediately if you're going to be where the last quadrant is. You'll want to wait a tick. Like, not very long, or else you will just still be hit by it. But you also, you know, don't want to dodge immediately, or else you can be hit by it. We've got Go Fight winning in, but I don't really feel too comfortable actually using Mega Boomerangs yet, because we're just struggling to actually keep up with them. All right, here comes the roar. Just dodge into it. Now this I feel safe because he always is just, he's a Rathalos, so he'll always just jump back into the air. However, that is a bit greedy Go ahead and just soothing roll this since it is free. That Mega Boomerang should clip back into him. We get a flinch, which is nice. He did the triple fire or powder stone, not firestone. That's an ore. There's this little reposition into a fireball. Go ahead and charge a boomerang, throw it out. Here come the flame swipes. All right, yeah, we're fine. Couple of boomerangs into that left wing there. Again, his right, our left. I'm gonna call it what it looks like to us. So, you know, left. Now it's on the right. All right, let's see what he does here. Okay, he's just swooping around. There's a kick. Throw a boomerang out. Triple powder stone, so we should be able to just apply our big boomerangs, throw a boomerang out, and then dodge. Actually, final get a wing break, so that's nice. We'll just go ahead and throw out our Mega Boomerang at this wing. Okay, well, that was sad. We still got the wing break, though. It is a little inefficient to break both wings at the same time, because then you do not get that extra topple later on. So if you can do that, do it, but we really didn't have the option there. I could have aimed it at his face. That would have probably been better. His best hit zone is the face once you get the break on it. But again, the wings aren't terrible. They're okay for dragon damage too, and since they're so large, they're not like terrible like, you know, Arzuros, Red Helm. Red Helm is just not fun. He has such terrible hit zones. It's just a complete slog of a fight. I'm complaining a little too much though. Okay, so Dreadking is exhausted now. We'll go for the tail since it's in front of us. I want to say this is a weak spot as long as you're not attacking the tail base. I believe the tail base is actually pretty hard. Though again, I can just be making stuff up because I do that from time to time. All right, couple of boomerangs at the face. Let's kind of keep going at it then since he is still exhausted. That's good for us. 2 more boomerangs there. There's just a bite. Remember, no element since he is exhausted. Finally get go fight win. This might be a bit greedy though. Never mind, he's just doing the tail sweeps over and over again. All right, very good. He's just trying to do a fireball there. Remember, no element, he's exhausted. Throw boomerang at the face, and now he's enraged. Again, not a very long exhaustion period, and that's generally how the deviants are. Some of them have longer ones, and that's good to go for if you are using a blunt weapon. I want to say Bolt Reaver is probably one of the longer ones. But other than that, you know, most of them are just going to be fairly quick into their exhaustion period and then fairly quick out of it. All right, boomerang out. Just doing his flame swipes. He wasn't really near us, so we're pretty safe to just throw some boomerangs there. Couple of boomerangs at the face. Some tail sweeps. Good. Need to apply our big boomerangs again, though. Did the big fireball, so we're fine to just kind of move around. He does have some cooldown after that. I don't believe he can combo a homing talon into that immediately. I think I'm thinking of World Rathalos whenever I'm thinking about that. Big powder stone. We're fine to just move out of that way, though. Again, he closes distance. This is one of the monsters that closes distance on you pretty quickly, as long as he's not, you know, targeting another player, obviously. So as long as you're just standing in one spot, waiting for him to come to you, he should come to you pretty quickly. Of course, you still want to close distance a little bit, but don't just run straight to him because he'll still do attacks to get close to you. There's an air tackle. We'll go ahead and do this for the head turn. Get the wing. That's nice at the very least. All right, boomerang upwards. There we go. Get a knockdown. Not going to throw a Mega Boomerang yet. We'll just go ahead and attack the face regularly. I'm fine with that. He should be getting back up, so we'll do a spin, reposition. It's back into the air. It's a little dive kick. Just kind of go for that tail since it is the thing in front of us. Again, it's not a bad hit zone as long as you're not attacking the... Did I say the base of the tail? It's the tip of the tail. That is the... that's what I was thinking of, but it's the tip that I believe is hard, but the base of it is fine. All right, there's a dive kick. Go for the wings. We'll dodge to the left as he does his head turn. That way he has to do another head turn if he actually wants to attack us. Another diving kick. Just kind of dodge along with him again. Boomerang out. He's doing his flame swipes. And again, we're just trying to build up gauge here as much as we can. Here comes the roar. We actually get a tail break, I believe, so that's good. I don't know if that actually makes the tail tip softer or if it just stays the same. It's just broken now. And usually if you can break the tail tip, then you can also do that with a blunt weapon. You just can't cut it off. Boomerang out. There we go. That's great. Now we're going to throw a Mega Boomerang at his face. Hopefully get the break. That would be very nice if we could. Push our damage along a little bit more. Not going to be too greedy, though. That was a little greedy dodging into the fireball there, but we weren't hit by it, thankfully. All right. A couple more flame swipes there. We'll be able to apply our big boomerangs once again. I believe we applied that. Again, terrible short-term memory. All right, big fireball, boomerang out. Homing talons, we're good for that though. And he doesn't do the Rathalos fly high into the air homing talon. At the very least, I haven't seen it very much if he does do it. It's just not a very efficient attack for him to be threatening with, because it's very well telegraphed, because he can only do that one attack when he goes high into the air. That's why I'm thinking he doesn't do it. But again, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I forget everything pretty easily. All right, couple boomerangs at the face. We'll hit the wings though. Doing his little reposition there into a fireball. Good. Wait and see what he does next. Homing talons. Just be able to counter him there. Go into the face. There's a flame bite. We're good. Oh, careful. All right, very good. Go for the wings. Again, the wings aren't the best damage, but they're okay. They're okay. Here comes the roar. That's great. Remember, he'll go into the air after that. He can close distance pretty easily, so this isn't as consistent, like as it would be with regular Rathalos. All right, we're fine. It's gonna back up. I don't think we'll be hit by a hitbox there. We're fine. Need to be careful of the tail sweep. That's why I moved out of the way. All right, flame bites. We'll go ahead and apply our piercing boomerangs. A little greedy though. I didn't think he would reach us there. I thought he was going to go a little bit more straight there, but he actually curved a little bit. There we go. Get behind him. Throw some damage out. Throw one more. He's gonna actually look towards our cats. He did back up though, so that will make our boomerangs missed. Couple more boomerangs there. There it is. Okay, I was curious if he did it or not. Yeah, he does do it there. Again, I just did the G1 through G4. I should have seen it there if he did it. I probably did. Again, I'm just forgetting. All right, flame bots. Go ahead and apply our big boomerangs. Again, you see how often they just go out. I don't know. Is it like a minute and 30 seconds? And then the piercing boomerangs are like 2 minutes. I don't know. They did nerf it from Generations though, because it does take quite a bit longer. And yes, you can dodge into the Powder Stone Fireball if you are on the trajectory of it, which means you can also take damage from it. But in general, it's so telegraphed and in a fixed position that unless you're standing right in front of it, when it gets shot out, you shouldn't be hit by it. All right. Just did a little bite there. No flame or anything like that. Just a little tackle forward. There he goes into the air. There we go. Get a knockdown. Since we just applied both of our buffs pretty much, we'll go ahead and just throw this out at his face. Hopefully get the break. Not quite. Still not yet. All right. He's getting in range here, so we'll try to get a little bit closer to him. Again, I forget that I do not have earplugs, or that I do have earplugs. All right, here we go. Into the flame bites. Just stay off to the side there. A couple of boomerangs at the wing. Well, he's not really looking at us with a good hit zone. I'm gonna go ahead and sheath and just get a little closer to him without having to just spam dodges, because that can put you in a vulnerable position. All right, run off to the right here. There we go. Charge a boomerang, throw it up into the air. Here comes the sweeps. All right, charge, throw a couple more boomerangs out, and you can go for the legs for trips, topples or trips, combining those two words together. But it's not very efficient. You won't be getting many of them because the legs are not a great hit zone. So unless you're a blade master and you have to go for the legs for some reason. But if you can reach his legs, you should be able to at the very least reach his head. And his tail hangs on the ground whenever he is flying. So you go for that instead. All right, boomerang out. Here come the sweeps. Just dodge into that just in case. I actually have quite a bit of bar, so we'll go ahead and throw this out. Hopefully he doesn't turn too much, and he does not. Get another flinch. Use this chance to actually apply our buffs. A little scary though. We're just standing still. All right, we're fine. Goes the reposition into a big fireball. You know, throw a boomerang out, just get some chip damage while he's just flying around. Oh no, that was, I thought he would land there. He did not. Get this out, please. I don't mind taking the poison damage. We can heal that off immediately. And he is exhausted, so that's good. All right. Since he's standing there immediately, unfortunately, we do get a flinch with the weak boomerang. This should still look at us though. Finally get a face break. You can see how squishy it is now. All right. Just as a tackle, so we'll go ahead and throw this out again. Since we did just, again, apply our buffs, we don't have to worry too much about saving. Hopefully you tackle forward. Okay, I should have just held that a little bit longer then. Little greedy throwing it out that quickly. All right, boomerang up into the air. Dodge into the kick, or at least attempt to. Actually, just completely evaded the hitbox entirely. All right, boomerang out into the air. We get a flinch. That's nice. Couple of boomerangs at the face. Go left. This is a little exhaustion tackle. Okay, I'm gonna hold this for a while he turns towards us. Okay, well, that's not really gonna work. He's probably gonna enrage now. Yeah, okay, well, again, just try to hold off on those whenever he's not close to you, because you're gonna miss them quite a bit, and that's a lot of damage we're missing out on if we're just wasting. All right, boomerang out. Try to catch him on the turn. He actually turned in the wrong direction, though. All right, dodge into that fireball. All right, we're good. Ooh, we get hit by the wind press, though, so we have to dodge immediately. Here comes the fireballs, though, and that does explode close to his face if you're close to the ground. Or he's close to the ground. That's as close to the ground as it's gonna get. But if it's like weirdly sloped and you're very close to him, he will kind of angle it downwards, and it will explode very close to his face to catch any great swords trying to charge on his face. Keep throwing boomerangs at the face here. I'm hitting the body, so again, I apologize. This is not my best, though I really haven't been doing great against the deviants, have I? All right, homing talon, boomerangs on the tail. He should be going down any minute now, though. All right, fireball. Dodge into the flame sweep. Go ahead and apply our buff. Throw a boomerang out. A couple of them. That's fine with me. He's actually just doing a fireball there, so a couple of boomerangs. Dodge to the left. Dodge into the flame sweep. Boomerangs on the tail. All right, since he's just doing a tail sweep there, we should be fine to just apply this. More flame sweeps. He's gonna turn around eventually. There we go. Yeah, and he does the double. There we go. Good. Dodge forward here, just in case he does the double. Okay. He's gonna go into the air, so we'll pre-fire up into the air so we can hover. Does the big powder stone into a reposition flame sweep. Boomerang to the tail. Turn around, so we'll dodge with him. Flame sweeps, this might hit, so we'll dodge in case it does. Does not, though. Spin closer to him in case he does the other tail sweep, but we're fine. Actually in the perfect position to just dodge that big fireball too, so that's great. Couple of boomerangs on the wing, and you can still get air staggers attacking the wing, so that's still nice. Well, though you might not specifically have to attack the wings either. Again, you'll be hitting them most of the time though, since they're so large. Boomerang out. He's gonna head turn. Boomerang again. Triple powder stone fireball. Okay, well, we ran into that one. You can see how little damage it's actually doing though. We're just gonna soothing roll out of that hitbox, make sure we don't get hit by it. All right, boomerang out. I went off stray into the air. It got one hit off, so that's fine with me. All right, homing attack. Into the reposition. Another boomerang. Again, he should be going down at some point, since we had pretty good time on Bolt Reaver. All right, careful, boomerang out. Dodge left. Oh no, I did miss that, but it's fine. Remember, just rotate the analog stick and mash the buttons. We'll get out of it pretty quickly. And we are in rage too, so we get that extra 15% affinity. Dodge for that fireball, just be safe about it. Throw boomerang forward. He's gonna tackle. Maybe he's going after our cat. He is. I think we'll just wait though. Just throw a mega boomerang. I could have actually thrown one. All right, here we go. Still a little greedy, but since we do have earplugs there, we can get this out in time and just dodge. All right, good. Two boomerangs here. Actually might get a stagger in the air if we keep the onslaught up. Not quite, actually. Okay, doing a little dive kick. All right, being a little greedy here, but trying to get little bits of extra damage in between the downtime. He's doing his homing kick. I'm gonna come back down so we get some more free damage off. Did throw that out greedily, very greedily. All right, just wait. Go ahead and soothing roll. Very good. Oh, we actually get a flinch in the air there. Again, you can still get the flinches in the air. All right, boomerang out. Here comes the triple powder stone. Try not to run into it like we did last time. Boomerang outwards. Boomerang once more. Dodge into the flame sweep. We are a little close, but we get a flinch anyway, so that's fine with me. Dodge the big fireball. Another boomerang comes out into the dive kick. Try to clip the wings there. Didn't do any of that, actually. See what he does next. Okay, just looks like he's repositioning. We'll play it safe. We won't attack during that because we are a little low on health compared to how much damage he can do with his physical attacks. So we'll just be patient. Be patient. Again, we have this in the bag. We just need to keep attacking. Okay. Let's now go ahead and heal. Our cats are fixing to boot back up too, so hopefully they can give us our buffs back. Okay, back to attacking. Couple of boomerangs here. It's gonna roar. Again, I'm dodging that. I don't have to dodge that. Doing his dive kick, his homing talons. We're fine though. And there we go. Got a little boring at the end there, but Dreadking G5 is down. Again, not too terribly difficult. The only times I fainted was because I was just not paying very good attention. And yeah, again, very simple. As long as you're used to Dreadking's moveset, it should not be too terrible. The worst part, I wouldn't even say, was whenever they were together. We just had to wait a little bit longer to attack. But yeah, either way, I carved them up and I'll meet you back at base. All right, with Dreadking Rathalos G5 down, we'll go ahead and look at the weapons. It's an okay fire weapon. We'll have the Dreadking Blade Double Cross. 190 raw on both sides, 30 fire element on the boomerang side, and 38 fire element on the melee side. So pretty nice. If you are using boomerangs though, you'll just go ahead and use your Ignactor Lance XR because it has, I believe, 195. In fact, we can check it here. 195 and 38 fire on the boomerang side, which is very, very, very nice. Not really much else comes close to that. And if it does, you'll have to sacrifice sharpness and affinity for it. So yeah. As for the armor, so I have said before that it was one of the 166 value ones. It's actually not. It's only 162. I thought I remembered it being a little more, but I guess not. I guess Hellblade is really just one of the special ones, along with Grimclaw. And of course, Bloodbath when we get to it. But yeah, that's actually surprising. I thought it would be a little bit higher than that, but he really isn't actually that difficult once you get down to it. However, the fire resistance is one of the best fire resistances you can get on the Palico armor. So if you really are worried about your elemental resistance, this will be the one you'll want to go for fire. Either way, there we go. Dreadking G5 is down. Again, I apologize. I've been all over the place with commentary today, either very slow or just slurring my speech. I apologize. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.